Hi, it's Julie. I'm just going ahead and presenting for you this module, which will be anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. On this one, we're going to talk about how does my solar array interact with my electricity provider. So let's talk about how that happens. Energy flows back and forth when you have a grid connected system. Day versus night, you're going to see different kinds of energy flow. Going which direction depends on how much energy is being required and how much energy is being produced. You can choose to net meter or use parallel generation. And then let's talk about what happens during a power outage. So before we go into anything, really important to note that working with electricity is dangerous. It can and will result in severe injury and death. So do not attempt to complete installation without proper electrical licensing. This information is being provided to you as a way to help deepen understanding of fundamental concepts related to solar energy, and certainly does not mean that you should go out and install a solar system by yourself. So let's talk about how energy flows. During the day, energy is going to be flowing when the sun is out. So this is a graph that shows my home, and you'll see that the orange represents consumption in my house throughout the 24-hour span of time. The blue represents the amount of energy that my solar panels were producing on this particular day, which happened to be in July. So what I want you to see is when it's dark outside, solar panels don't produce anything, but the house continues to use energy. When the sun starts to come up, it peaks over the horizon and very quickly moves itself into position with maximum exposure for as much of the day as possible in a well-designed system. Any clouds that happen to come over, you're going to see a little bit of a jagged part because of those clouds coming through. They have a little bit of an impact. Then as the sun wanes throughout the day, it drops off and it gets dark again, so then we have no production. So this is over the course of one day, and here's another example from that same day. I want you to see that this system produced 44.7 kilowatt hours of energy that day, but my home only consumed 11.6 kilowatt hours. So doing the math, I produced 44.7, I used 11.6. I exported to the grid 33.1 kilowatt hours in that 24-hour period. So over the course of the billing month, my energy provider using net metering does allow me to accumulate how much energy I have produced and how much energy I have consumed, so that I have consumed or produced 676.1 kilowatt hours. This is in January, by the way, of 2023. I produced 676.1 kilowatt hours. I consumed 807.9 kilowatt hours, which means of the 807.9 kilowatt hours that I consumed, I only had to pay for 131.8 kilowatt hours. So you can see that there's a vast decrease in the amount of electricity I had to buy, even on the month of the year that has the shortest days. Now, it's very important when we go solar that we understand that if we have a grid attached system, when there's a power outage, we do not export any energy at all. So the system must shut down and not produce, because we don't want to kill the people that are working on correcting those lines. That's very important. So I want to thank you very much for participating in this little module. We're going to have lots more of them every week. So please keep us in mind, stay subscribed to the channel, and we'll provide you with lots of information so that you can be an informed consumer.